I have with me Brock. Now, he's a trader, he's not associated with anybody, and he's going to tell us what it's all about. Brock, welcome to Dollars with Sense.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. That's fantastic to give us this opportunity to actually talk to a real trader who doesn't have really real affiliations. Now, I know you do because you're using somebody to trade with, but how did you actually get into trading?
It's a good question, actually. I had two wine businesses, and one of my clients used to trade for Colonial Mutual.
Yes.
And
Colonial Mutual,
yeah, that's
the insurance
correct.
company?
That's right.
That's a while back. You don't look that old.
Thank you, mate. And so I used to look after his wine, and we ended up doing a deal. Saw him making about $2,500 over a 40-minute wine tasting.
Yes.
And so unfortunately I did what most people do. I went home and back to my office and blew two accounts.
Yes.
And then rang him and said, mate, how the bloody hell do you trade this thing?
Yes.
So we did a bit of a deal, and so after starting to get some coaching one-on-one with him, I also have made friends with another trader who's pulling in about $2 million a year through trading. And that was the beginning of my trading career.
Okay, so what are you actually trading yourself?
So I trade the foreign exchange.
Forex? You're
Yep,
a Forex
that's
trader?
correct.
And explain Forex trading to me again.
Well, look, the reason I trade Forex is it's a $5.3 trillion market. So it gives you a lot of liquidity. It means you can get in and out of the market very quickly.
And what you're doing is you're using currency, you're buying currency from one country to the next?
Correct.
Are you an Australian to America, or the pound sterling, or do you go after the yen? What are you after?
Look, I do follow the Aussie simply because I'm an Aussie.
Yes. Yep,
But I think there's many currency pairs to trade, and it's all about, having a good strategy that you do not deviate from. And unfortunately, most people don't have a strategy. They're all thinking about making the rewards. There's no risk management. And so a lot of people end up just gambling this market. And so you need to be disciplined if you're going to do it. I think anyone can do it. I'm seeing kids at the age of 15 come through right now.
Now, of course, you have to be 18 to trade, so that they're
Correct.
trading under their father's tutelage or...
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. But schools, I don't believe, when I went through anyway, taught you how to make money or manage money for that matter.
No, of course not.
So seeing these young people come through is quite encouraging.
Brock, you bring up a very interesting topic of mine. You spend thousands of dollars a year to spend to take your children to school, spend them to make sure that they're going to the right schools, etc. They don't teach them how to drive a car. They don't teach them first aid, and they don't teach them anything too much about money. So why are you sending them there in the first place? But anyway, that's
exactly
another,
right.
That's another topic for another time. For somebody to win, there has to be a loser. How do you make yourself one of those winners?
Well, it's very easy actually. I mean, most people out there who are losing are people that don't have a strategy, they don't have set hours of the day, set currency pairs, and most importantly, their risk management.
So there's plenty of bunnies out there, is what you're
Exactly
saying.
right.
And what you need to do is make yourself fit enough and understand the markets properly so that you can go out there and you can earn a quid.
I think the most important thing too is the strategy is actually easy. Once you've got the strategy, that's the easy part. The hardest part for a lot of people is the psychology and the emotions that go around trading. And so the whole reason of having a strategy is to stay disciplined. But if they don't stick to that and stick to the rules, it can be very simple and very easy, but if they let their emotions get involved, that's what sabotages them.
Brock, that's very interesting that you say that, because I've spoken to some very good traders in the past that are doing very well for themselves, and they all say that you don't have to be a genius to be a good trader, but you have to be stubborn. And when I ask them, what do you mean by stubborn, they say, have the courage of your conviction, write down that plan and stay to that plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, and
Exactly
that's what
right.
you're saying.
Absolutely.
Brock, thanks so much for coming on Dollars with Sense. It's been
My
a
pleasure.
great interview.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. I've just been talking to Brock. Brock is a trader himself, and what he's telling you is quite simple. Learn your trade and trade well. Thanks for watching Dollars with Sense.